Hello. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Isaac Alva? What's up, Killian? What's up, Fiora? What's up, Playboy Farty? What's up, Digital Air? What's up, Extinct? Bro, I'm kinda getting scared, bro. I realize I've been doing this shit for so long. I've been doing this shit for almost 5 years. I have no job. It's fucking 6 a.m. Good morning. I woke up at like fucking 1 in the morning. I made some food. I made some burger patty and I made some eggs and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get my Counter-Strike rank. I haven't slept. I lied, I did sleep. I just slept way too early. I've been replaying Infamous. How does it emulate? How much FPS do you get? Because every time I see it, it gets like 30 FPS on RPCS3. What's your elo? I don't have elo yet. I'm rated. I need 2 wins. Where you only sleep in chunks of 4 hours? Dude, I think I have that right now. I think I'm starting to get it again. I hate that shit. That shit fucking sucks. 30 is good enough for me? Yeah, it's like the authentic experience, bro. Why are you live right now? I don't know. But... oh my god, I have so much hair in the back, bro. Should I keep it growing? They should just make a Infamous HD collection port. But knowing Sony, they'll probably just remake, I don't know. I don't even like remakes anymore. I think they could be cool, but I would rather the actual games be ported first. They killed Bluepoint, I know. So I was about to say Bluepoint is gone, we're never getting it. I think remakes could be cool, but I just hate when the remake is the only way to play the game. And it's like, first of all, make the OG game available. If the OG game's available, do whatever the fuck you want, make a remake, whatever, but just have the OG available. That's why I'm kind of pissed off that they're doing the God of War remakes. I remember when we reacted to it, it says God of War 1, 2, and 3 trilogy. We were like, oh my god, they're gonna port it to PC. They're gonna, and then it says remakes. And I'm like, oh. I mean, a remake could still be good, but it's like, now you have that uncertainty now. That's why I'm so hyped for MGS4, bro. MGS4 is finally coming. Can you believe it? I was thinking of playing this one. Should I play Metal Gear 1 and 2, the one from the 1980s? I wanna play these because I never actually played them. I'm LARP. I've only like watched like the YouTube summaries. Remakes are just there for the money grab, not for the love of the fans. Oh, as you can see, I'm probably like around 9k elo, 8k elo, 7k elo. Am I gonna finish COD 4 campaign? Maybe. Maybe I should, huh? No, bro. I wanna play Mirage. Oh my god. Are you serious? I wanna play Mirage. I haven't played Mirage in like 5 years. Okay, I don't wanna play Ancient. All games are money grabs. Dude forgot about Metro. Dude, I booted up. I kind of didn't like it. But I only played it for like 5 minutes. I wasn't in the headspace. I was in the headspace to play it.
Hello.
What the hell? People are VCing before the game starts? That's kind of weird. You're not supposed to do that. Yo, shout out Cutler with the 23 mods. Thank you.
One toddler just
You know what I
subscribed.
miss? You guys want to know what I miss? I miss right before CS2 came out, those couple of months that year, when CSGO, remember when you would have to 1v1 while waiting for the game to start? And you would have to 1v1 the enemies just to get a feel of how they feel and everything? Dude, I could pinpoint the exact moment when I feel like gaming started to become unfun. And I think it's when Counter-Strike 2 came out. Not to say Counter-Strike 2 is bad, but just like that point in history and time for me, personally, I think I cut it off right there, bro. Peak gaming was right before CS2 came out, when CSGO was out. Fortnite Chapter 4 with the freaking hammers and shit, and the Kamehameha and everything. Dude, I miss my life. Oh my god, I miss my life. We don't know how good we had it back then. Dude. The Kamehameha and the hammers. And it's not even nostalgia. You literally go back and look at Fortnite Chapter 4 graphics, and people still reminisce on Twitter. They post like screenshots of the beautiful grass and everything. Dude. Wow. Don't be sad that it's gone, be happy that it happened. I'm actually happy that I'm so happy that I streamed during that time, that I like have it documented and saved. I'm gonna look back and be like, bro, I experienced this peak as fuck moment. I'm so happy that I streamed during that.
Two left, fun.
Fuck. It's so gory? What do you mean gory? I'm not even locked in, I don't know what I'm doing. Fortnite Chapter 4. Fortnite Chapter 4 graphics. Dude, this was insane. This was peak life. This was actually peak life right here. I was playing this shit on the PS5, bro. I was playing this shit on the PS5 on graphics mode too. Bro, for those of you guys that were here, I'm so glad we all experienced this together. When we would all queue up, have a full squad.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
The drop spot? Which one's that one? Like the jungle? Like the super dense jungle?
We lost that? Holy shit. Oh, we got fucked.
Bro, so beautiful. The medieval city, yeah, and that was before it turned into the jungle. By the end of the chapter, it turned into like a jungle. I'm pretty sure. Would you rather climb the Eiffel Tower or be Spider-Man for a day? Probably Spider-Man for a day. Cause can't you climb the Eiffel Tower like normally if you wanted? Or is that the Liberty Tower? Too long? Too long. Wow. Holy fuck. Attack on Titan. Bro, the mega city, bro. The cyberpunk city. Dude, that was so cool, bro. We're low, just... Fuck.
Not a bad save, but man.
Why are you asking so many questions? Dude, shut the fuck up. Did I unbox it? No.
What this way.
You know how to do the troll face? This music's too loud, bro. Nostalgic ass music. I used to listen to this all the time. Do you guys like to play Counter-Strike? I miss CSGO. I miss the loud AK where it pierces into your ears.
Might be a cat, guys. Yeah, cat.
And I miss my life.
One more.
Holy fuck, can I climb up this shit? This shit has 7 bullets in it.
Cat, cat, cat.
Dude, we fucking suck ass. I need to get hair layers in the back. I played Counter-Strike for 12 hours straight like 2 days ago, and that shit put me out of commission. Are you okay? What was happening? Okay. Right when CS2 came out, that's where life went downhill. What the fuck?
We're doing a partial stack and stuff. What are we doing?
I'm gonna tweet that.
Retarded, you're buying? Maybe we just play around him.
You remember what happened during that time? No.
Playing A always.
I pinpoint my life going downhill
Yo,
the
retarded.
moment when CS2 came out.
Where are you going? Where are you playing? I'm gonna play. You're the only one buying it. Where are you playing?
Shit.
It's all paid about. We'll just stack.
Nah, I'm just gonna save.
What we're saving. And post. Hey guys, what's up? $400.
Poster.
I think that was when I finished Kingdom Hearts 2 as well.
On top catwalk.
I think I finished Kingdom Hearts around that time. Wow.
One on Xbox, one catwalk.
That was a really special point in my life. I finished Kingdom Hearts 2 at that time. I'll never forget that. Beautiful ass game. Probably one of the best games ever.
Hey Riku, what do you think it was? The door to the light. This. This?
When we got beta access? Wait, beta access to what? Kingdom Hearts 4 is still coming? We got beta access? I don't remember that. I just remember the game. I just got like every fucking grenade. Oh my god, I just got every grenade ever just magnetized towards my body. Fuck. The GTA 6 trailer coming out? Is it actually? Dude, they should have ended the series at Kingdom Hearts 2.
Car.
It kind of became like a Marvel series after that.
There's tons of.
Your brain is fried, you don't remember anything. No, I actually have really bad memory.
Nice.
Good job.
You're so good.
The best.
Why'd you do that? What? Do what?
Thank you.
Got beta at the same time? I don't remember there being a beta for this game. I thought the game just came out when we played it. Oh my god. I don't want to play anymore. Yeah, I have really bad memory, bro. Oh my god! No, you know what? You know why 2023 was the best year as well? You know what also was we were playing as well? The best game ever? That was 2023, right? Who knows? Who knows? Does he know? What elo is this? Like 9,000? Come on guys, you guys know. It's a game that you can't really play right now and get the same experience because it doesn't really exist in the same capacity that it used to. No, not PT.
Negative buy, please. I'm broke.
Come on, you guys know.
Only don't overthink it. Has the money. Thank you.
BattleBit, dude, BattleBit remastered, bro. Dude. Oh my fucking god, bro. 128 players versus 128 players. 256 player lobby, proximity chat, peak life. Jacob!
Two rest at mid.
Actually, peak life.
They're pushing cat.
At the end of 2023, I think I just got depressed because everything fucking sucks. Actually.
2x left, 1 lower.
What's up, Panda Lover? Dude, BattleBit remastered, bro. Wow. That was fucking insane. I'm gonna republic all my videos. 2023 videos. Reminiscing life, bro. It's like I peaked in high school, but instead it was 35 years old.
Below window, below window.
Dude, I never. You guys say that I shit myself playing Final Fantasy 16, but I've never seen proof. You guys only have the video when I shit myself in Red Dead Redemption. But the whole Final Fantasy 16, that's literally just a myth slash rumor. But I don't think I've seen anybody actually have the the footage to back up that claim.
I'm gonna go lower this time. I'm gonna run through mid.
It's 2056, bro. Stop talking about 2023. Lost footage.
The whole game, so be careful.
I'm sick.
Hey, shout out Brayden with the 29 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
One outside.
8 Raiden just subscribed. Hey
The way
dude.
the way I play games right now is not even playing games. I just play games in the background while I reminisce about playing games.
Cat.
Is that real? Top mid.
Cat dead.
I don't work out anymore, bro.
Long doors.
We got him cornered. We got him cornered. Oh.
Yeah, have that corner and go. Have that corner and go.
Oh, we pushed in too much.
Oh, you're so much better. Last one, cat.
Fuck.
So close, my friend P.
Aesthetic on Pinterest, bro. People make an aesthetic out of anything, bro. What's up, Bingo?
Long aggressive playing on it. Flash was on.
I hear bomb B.
What's up, Queso?
They're out.
Queso.
There's one.
Dude, we had him cornered. I don't know how we didn't win him.
Dropped it.
Dude, I wish I started streaming on YouTube, like, when I first started streaming, actually. I think every streamer should stream on YouTube. I actually love it so much. It's actually so cool. And I don't even talk to my YouTube chatters. I don't even have their chat enabled. We have bomb down. I just like it because Twitch, when you stream on Twitch, the VOD is only valid for like, what, like 30 days? And if you're a partner, it's like 90 days? But on YouTube, it's just like, you just archive your entire, and just stays there forever. It's like, permanent. It's so cool. Now, I wish I streamed on there because I would be able to look back and watch full streams. I low-key see streaming as more as like documenting what I do with my life, aka sitting in here do nothing all day. It's kind of like you know how when you open up a picture book and you look at like life and shit, and you're like, oh, this is when I went to Disneyland. This is when, it's like, no, now you're documenting. This is when I played Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time and my reaction to what happened. It's mainly for like myself, but it's cool on YouTube because it's like it stays there forever. Like the VOD doesn't expire.
You got yours, boy.
There's a guy at barrel.
One pit.
YouTube chat talking to the void? No, they don't even have chat enabled like on YouTube. Like if you watch it, it's like you're just watching a news channel, bro. You can't type to me or anything. Should I enable it?
I like 3 of them are attack.
Ramp.
I wonder if there's anyone. I mean, it's kind of like for people if they want to watch on YouTube, they want to like cast it to their TV or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna drop.
Enable it and only have the Twitch chat open.
Like it.
The 2% milk. If it's 2% milk, what is the what is the rest, bro? It's cum. 98% what?
Scout.
98% water. What the fuck? If it's 2% milk, what is the other 98%? Where'd the cum go?
Still 1 minute.
Oh, that's so good. I literally feel like a 40-year-old dad reminiscing on the football team in high school. This is literally my life, but internet version. Oh. Where'd the cum go? I miss Roku. Where my chat box at? Oh. Should I enable my chat box? What's up, Hot Alpha? I'm drinking milk right now. You know that shit is 98% water, right? What percentage of cum is water? You know, 8 with the 13 months ago.
Auden7 just subbed with Prime. You how have you been, boss?
When I shit on the chair, bro. They said, what chair? What chair?
Green, the guy can buy you op. This last one.
That's
Two.
I shit all over the chair. Wow.
Outside long.
Yeah, I'm playing Premiere.
One can probably cheat to A.
No. One of my favorite clips of Roku is when I broke my monitor. Like Roku was like, "How'd you do that?" And I was like, "I broke my fucking monitor," and I was so in shock that I couldn't do anything except repeat myself like 20 times. "How'd you do that?" "I broke my fucking monitor." "How'd you do that?" "I broke my fucking monitor." "How? How'd you do that?" Bitch. Who's Roku? Oh my god, bro.
A flat, A flat.
You weren't here during season 1. What season are we on? Fuck. This shit like the post credits, bro. This shit is like the Boruto. It's like the next season. You had the same, bro. I still have the same shirts, but if you notice now, they're like gray now, bro. They're literally gray. They used to be like a deep black,
Not gonna smoke off double door.
but like now they're just gray, bro. They're battle scarred. They have holes in it. I don't even know what happened over the years, but they just have holes in it now, and they're like super faded. My Raider shirt, bro.
Pushing.
It's like super faded. I'm wearing my Deadpool shirt in the JBoySX twerk emote. You know which one I'm talking about. Holy fuck, 5 of them jumped out of this window. I'm on mobile. What's it called? How do I use emotes on here? This one. Peace out, Gabe. This is crazy seeing that shit says 4 years.
Weird spawn. We should probably take cat.
4 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to take. Yeah.
We can
take
just do
two
it again. I'll
Go
hold
with me.
lower. I'll hold lower.
Wow.
No, green has to hold lower.
I got it. I'll put
Wait, we're playing?
Green has bomb.
Wait, we won. Wait, did we win?
But if they fire, we hold.
Wow. How'd that miss? How'd that miss?
tag lower tag.
I don't think he tagged him. I think he's lying.
Let's hit window. Maybe don't.
You became very lazy now. Yes.
Yeah, I guess right.
I love SMG fluid, bro. I'm so fucking good at the. You can't hit me. You can't hit me.
What are we doing? A little half?
Do I even have that shirt anymore?
Or do you want a full buy and he can fuck him?
Yeah, fuck me. Full back.
Okay.
Full buy
My-
and go A.
My YouTube videos are private.
I gave you a flat.
I got a flash for you, boys.
You're missing that old energy you had? Dude, I became depressed. Let's go.
Nice.
I can't find. Yeah, I lose a lot of my shirts, bro.
With a survive CT. Psych. One v one.
He's the last one. Wow.
Nice round. Oh man.
That blue Rilakkuma one? No, my girlfriend has it.
Very important win. Three more.
Flashbang like.
Me and purple. are
My
very
girlfriend has it,
important.
and she has her big jumbo Rilakkuma that I got her wearing it.
They might be broke.
I thought you would become ninja. I'm gonna do a bunch of dips tonight because I need to work out.
This one. I don't think you're getting a flash.
I got one.
No flash, no flash. It's late, go.
One close. He misses not.
The unemployed dread. Oh, that's literally me. I have the unemployed dread.
Smoke's kind of bad.
One cap. Get AK again.
Yeah, hit click.
It's got to be lit a lot. Nice shot.
Yay!
Here, boy.
That's crazy. I've been doing this for so long, huh? I love you guys. That's crazy. I feel like you guys kind of like watch me grow up a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
Three.
It's like 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Go, go, go.
You guys, some of you guys are still here. That's crazy.
He just fucked it.
No, sorry, my headset popped out.
Oh, you're good.
From happy to depressed. It's like that. It's like that SpongeBob episode. I watched you get radicalized. Oh, for real. For real, bro.
Cat. Oh,
Politically radicalized.
truck. Long one. Cat.
I got you.
Wow.
Pretty sure I heard cat with the op.
Keep it up, bro. Thanks, bro. It's hot in my room.
Good job, good job.
Maybe take off the sweater. I'm not wearing anything under this.
Jacob, it's on you, but
They must be broke. Let's just
What's up?
fucking pump it.
What'd you say?
We're playing two
you wanna
sniper-
get mid?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
we have
No,
fucking
green,
scout
green,
and op.
sell it.
No,
Op. Sell it for the op.
No, you see?
I could smoke Xbox.
One cross.
Let me know if that hit.
Go, go, go.
Did it hit?
Okay. How can we push mid with these smoke?
Oh, sorry. They're killing each other. I think they're mad.
Come on, boys.
CT? Yeah, fingernails in the Gatorade bottle is what you're talking about. That's crazy. You guys low-key remember more shit about things I've done on stream than myself.
Can I grab a buy AK from someone?
I think I have like muscle memory. No, memory deterioration.
Thank you, thank
Wow.
you. You guys
I don't. I actually don't remember a lot of things.
I can get a flash.
I forget.
I got you. Just push it. I got.
What's my CV? Did you jailbreak your PS3 on stream or was it Discord? I don't think I jailbroke it. I just jailbroke it on my own. I don't think I jailbroke it. I don't think I jailbroke it anywhere.
Left side.
CT.
Hold on, there might CT. Who's got bomb? Go to.
He's CT.
He was on. That might hit better.
Orange, I got you for a flash.
I love you guys. You guys mean a lot to me, and I think you guys helped me through very hard times in my life. So thank you guys for always being there. Even me? Yeah. Think so. Actually, no. Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore, actually. Alright, you're greedy ads. I'm turning on ad block. What the fuck?
Lower.
Back of sight on B.
Nice. Hey, do whatever you want. So much time.
I think he was lower. No free.
He'll have an AK.
Dude, the family life shit is so funny. He moved to New Jersey in 1996. You're welcome. Thanks, bro. Someone trying to talk to you in your YouTube chat? Dude, my YouTube chat isn't even enabled. Is it? No way. I don't want to talk to you if you're in my YouTube chat. I hate you.
Wow.
I'm
That guy
so
just
unlucky. Holy.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Fuck
Oh,
that.
nah.
That was
That guy's
perfect.
just sitting there for no reason, pretty much.
I hate that guy.
Can I get a scout? Purple? Thank you. Alright, take your spawn, I'll flash. Should we get the...
You're so full of
Jacob,
hate.
can we get cat? Can we get one cat?
What do you want?
Can you go cat?
Okay.
One cross. Two cross.
So what do you want?
Sorry, two. Nice.
He's a ninja.
I don't want to work out anymore.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this Counter-Strike game? I think Counter-Strike's pretty fun. Dude, I played Counter-Strike with a homie recently that has not played Counter-Strike since like 2021 or some shit. And we played Premier.
What you guys want to do?
And he thought this shit was gonna be like CS:GO where everybody like messes around and just
Here, let's go. Actually, yeah, you're right.
like fucks around and competitive and everything.
Flash down, orange. I'll flash.
If we hear the-
But everyone was just dead serious and hella mad at him.
Flash, yeah.
They were low-key bullying him. He's like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, bro, they take it hella serious now. But like in CS:GO, I don't know if it was because we were silvers at the time, but like, bro, nobody gave a fuck. Like everybody was just trolling, throwing grenades like
Mid
at
doors.
their teammates and shit. Like, but Premier is just serious now. It kind of feels like Valorant or something. It's like your rank is like your social status now or some shit. You can't mess around.
Flashing.
Resmoke, check. Resmoke.
Guns.
Oh shit. Oh shit, it's gonna explode.
Nice.
Oh shit, it's gonna explode. Oh, we won.
Another good comeback.
You look like got weird fetish. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, I need one more win. Even silvers start getting feisty when you bottom frag. It's a new generation of gamers. It is your social status, dude. They degrade you for that shit. Yes, bro. Your rank now is like how many aura points you have as a gamer. The thing that they're missing though is that when you look back in life after 20 years, it's not going to be about what rank you got. It's about the amount of fun you had with your friends playing the game. Those are the true value. That's the true value of the game. Saying as you solo queue, true. I got no one to play with anymore though, that's why. I'm forced into this life. I blame it on Valorant, they take it too serious there. That's what I'm saying, bro. Play with chatters? Would you guys really play with me? I want to become a game completionist. Go for platinum trophies? The NSA watches you masturbate. You guys think that's true? I'm scrolling on Twitter. I think the NSA probably does want you to masturbate. That new Goldman Railway, low key, I kind of do want to try it. I look at the corner of my room randomly so the agent watching feels weird. Dude, you know that even if you cover your webcam and shit like that, they could still see you? Like they could still see your body and what you're doing? It's no longer webcam technology. Just this is gonna sound super schizo, but just from the Wi-Fi signals radiating off of your router or whatever the fuck, they could map out your entire house, and just through the Wi-Fi signals they could see your shit. They have wall hacks. Do you preserve your OPSEC? No. Is that why you make a new account like every single time you type into my chat, bro? With temporary emails? Dude, that's not gonna cut it, bro. They already got you. The real OPSEC is not having internet and living in a shed in the woods. You just lagged out for me? You gotta stop talking about this? Yeah, bro. They have wall hacks, bro. They literally have wall hacks where the Wi-Fi signals could literally map out what you're doing. It's called Wi-Fi wall hacks. No, that's not what it's called, but that's what it is. Wi-Fi wall hacks. Look at this shit. The NSA uses this, bro. This is real wall hacks. You could use Wi-Fi and it will map out what you're doing. So let's say like you're just hella jerking off and you have your webcam covered. They could still see your body jerking off. They could still see you doing it. They just do it through Wi-Fi signals and they just see you. It's like mapped out. They calculate the speed, bro. Yeah, bro. They could see all the wall hacks. This shit. This is 10 years ago, by the way. 10 years ago, by the way. And you know how DARPA is like 20 years ahead in the future with their technology, allegedly. And the NSA and the Department of Defense, whatever the fuck, they all got. If this is available to us, the public, and what we know of, imagine what a secret. They got wall hacks, bro. Look at this.
To recognize silhouettes behind walls.
And it turns out that, yeah.
Ball tracks this student as he makes his way through the room and takes a seat. Elevation data of a tracked object can
And they could monitor your heartbeat sensors as well.
show when a person has taken a fall.
This is his elevation across time. So when he falls, we see that there's a sharp change
Look at the elevation.
in elevation, and then we see that his location is on the ground.
Researchers say the technology will help healthcare providers and families keep closer tabs on the young or the elderly.
This is a device that basically, as well as measuring their breathing and heart rate.
Can you hold your breath? He inhaled a lot, so it went up, and then it's constant.
Bro. All through the Wi-Fi and shit. What do you guys think about that? And this is 10 years ago. Now they actually have like for real wall hacks. They have for real wall hacks where they could see through the walls, bro. So not only are they tracking your jerking off speed, they tracking how how that shit is going with your breathing too.
So after a few rounds of calibrating,
It's the bro, you do not have that shit figured out.
and some filtering to remove detections within a few feet of myself, I was ready.
Y'all swear you have that shit figured out.
I saw you coming. I knew precisely where you were.
And it did reveal
Go behind the wall.
one tiny intruder.
It says there's an
Do you guys know
invisible person.
DARPA? You guys know DARPA, right? What's he building in their edits on TikTok? What is he building in there? They can read signs from space. Yeah, bro. They could track your car. And now they got Palantir and whatever. It's not LARPA, it's DARPA. They're not even LARPing, bro. I'm scared of DARPA, bro. I'm scared of DARPA. I'm scared of the freaking NSA. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared of like the Department of Energy and shit. You don't know what they're doing? They're tracking the category, the pace, the girth, and the time arrival, post-nut clarity activities. Exactly. They have your whole shit mapped out. And the thing is that they are monitoring and surveilling all of you. Literally all of you. They literally monitor and surveil all of you. You could avoid all of this. You're just stupid. Alright. No, you're being monitored right now as you speak, bro. If you have Wi-Fi, bro, they're monitoring you. They're not watching me. They are watching you. They are watching you. I am no one. The thing is, they're watching you because you are no one. And if you become someone, they use that against you. Guys, do you guys think that what does DARPA have right now? Do they have aimbot too? Have you guys seen this? They have aimbot. So they have wall hacks and they have aimbot. They got robots, they got wall hacks, they have aimbot, they're hacking in real life, they're watching you stroke, they can monitor your heartbeat. Yes, they have Spinbot. And they created Metal Gear. They actually... If they wanted to, they could probably just throw you in prison for nothing. They could frame you. They could frame you for anything.
Did you ever have any experience with DARPA?
Never. I was never cleared to even know what it was they were doing over there. They're so far advanced.
Right, and that's what they say. DARPA's 20 years ahead of what we can see. Did you ever have any experience?
What do you guys think about DARPA? Do you guys think this is real, or do you guys think this is a psyop to make you fear? To make you fear what they can do, what the governments could do, so that it's almost like a bluff. You know, The Art of War? You guys read Art of War, right? Have you guys read Art of War? The 48 Laws of Power and shit like that? Appear weak when you are strong, and appear strong when you are weak. What if that's what this is? What if this shit is all just fake? This is all just LARP. It's not real. They don't have this type of technology. But they're telling you so that you don't step out of line because it's a bluff. Is this real?
DARPA, they're the folks who actually funded the early internet.
Always 20 years ahead.
Do you guys believe in this? You guys believe DARPA is really this strong?
What's he building in there?
What if they have Metal Gears in real life? What if the whole internet is a psyop? I saw this video, it's like 5 hours long on my YouTube feed. It's like the internet is a psyop. I haven't watched it yet, but what if the internet is a psyop? To collect information on everybody. Mass surveillance. It's literally mass surveillance. Have society become dependent on the internet. And then you could just mass surveil everybody on the internet. What if that's real, bro? Can you talk about non-schizo topic? Why are you getting afraid? Are you scared? We have to know this. You're getting your source from TikTok. Learn about them on YouTube online, bot. Dude, that's like the same shit. Guys, this Zelda guy's pissing me off. You don't know anything about OPSEC. The internet's coming, the government's coming after you as well. Naturally aspirated anus. It's uterus, dumbass. Fuck you. I hate you. Guys, do you guys believe they actually have anti-gravity and time travel that they could use against us? What if we all jerk off at the same time and destroy the Wi-Fi hacks? Dude, that shit's gonna do nothing, bro. That shit is just everybody jerking off at the same time for nothing. Guys, What do you guys think about... Dude, what does DARPA have, bro? The DARPA chief from Metal Gear Solid 1? You're the DARPA chief. I was the DARPA chief. Time travel is real using light, and teleportation is possible with twin atoms. Yes, bro. Yes. Isn't it something about like the atoms, and if you have them moved in two different disconnected points in space, you could the effect is the exact same simultaneously at the same time, no matter how far they are. What you know about that? A lot. But theoretically, hypothetically, with the space-time travel, would we be able to actually teleport, or are you just affecting something that's connected from a different area? Are you actually teleporting? What does DARPA even stand for? The United States Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Oh, you know they're working on fucking Metal Gears and teleportation, bro. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. You know that they're working on Metal Gears or something. You American people are really brainwashed? Dude, Zelda, you're pissing me off and you're making me really mad. They could time travel, bro. They could time travel into your house right now. That's what they're gonna do now, because... All America McDonald's? Dude, shut the fuck up. We should start an underground society of human experiments to fight back. Dude, what are we gonna build, bro? We're not gonna build shit. It's just gonna be like poop and rocks. Time travel is possible when getting close to the speed of light. Yes. Wait, is that different? Is that different, or is that similar to when you get close to something that is of high enough gravitational force, that time starts to warp around the gravitational force, and it starts to warp it, like in Interstellar, when you go next to the big planet, and it turns out like 10 minutes there is actually 40 years on Earth. So you're technically, if you just stay there, you're low-key just time traveling into the future. Right? Mass affects gravity and gravity affects time. So if you make something of high enough mass, you could low-key time travel into the future. This Zelda guy is totally only... bro, Zelda, shut the fuck up. I already told you, man. You're starting to really piss me off, dude. I don't want to listen to you anymore. Just get fat and make time travel happen. Hence black holes. Wait, so... can you time travel into the past or no? How do you time travel into the past? Theoretically, if we were to use quantum physics. We should watch Interstellar. I don't watch that movie, it's scary. You can slow time. Steins Gate. Can you hop on a new goal mode? Bro, I don't have that game downloaded. Wait. So what do you guys think about the anti-gravity research scientists that went missing? Do you guys think they were actually on some anti-gravity shit, or what? What was up with that? Because that shit is real. Like, they actually went missing or were taken out. whatever, the missing scientists within the past 2 years, 3 years, 2-3 years. They actually like passed away. Say if me and you were on a planet at the same age, if I went to the nearest black hole and back, I would be younger than you. So it's the interstellar shit. Wait, you would be younger than me. You would be younger than me, not because you're going back in time, but because it's going faster. You're not going back in time to become younger, because black holes have such huge mass. Yeah, but then but how does is the time warped forward or backwards? It's warped forward. So but it's warped backwards but slower. Oh, wow. It's warped backwards just slower. So you're going in slower motion. You're going in slow motion time-wise. You're like the Flash. That's what's happening. And then when we meet up again and you're not by that black hole anymore, you'll be younger than me. I see. Yeah, that's literally Interstellar. Yeah, I watched Interstellar. I was just trying to see like how the mechanics of that work, because that's actually a real phenomenon, though. We need one of us to become president and leak everything, bro. Y'all think the president actually has like access to all that shit? I don't know. General relativity, like the Patriots, dude. The Patriots are the ones that control everything, bro. It's these freaking agencies, top secret agencies and shit. Wait, so if you could slow time relative to your mass, would it be possible for scientists here on Earth to simulate some sort of mass that has a lot of mass / like black hole or something? Einstein didn't even think black holes were possible. Holy shit, Juicy Juice coming out of nowhere with the first time chat to fucking add to the conversation. This is how we know we're getting hella theoretical in this bitch. It's not possible for scientists to simulate some sort of gigantic mass to time travel. Dark matter. From packing mass in a small volume. Which is impossible. They probably do, depending on the president and the times, but it's more about the secret groups who plan that shit. What do you think is the most powerful, like, secret agencies? Type of top secret shit, like some Metal Gear shit that they're doing. McDonald's. He thought it was genuinely a theoretical thing. But there's also white holes as a result. Wait, what are those? What are those? Nothing can enter. It's like the opposite of black holes. Oh, so it just like shits out a bunch of bullshit, right? It just like shits out a bunch of shit? Is that real? It's like my asshole. So where does it come from? So if a black hole is created by a bunch of mass that is just super duper dense, a white hole is created from what? Just like nothing? What's the opposite of a bunch of mass, condensed mass? and high gravity. Where does it? It's an implication. What's an antimatter? When you flip the maths for a black hole, you get a white hole. But isn't possible for a white hole is theoretical time reverse black hole that spews out matter and energy, acting as a cosmic fountain rather. Dude, this is like the shit from Fortnite when you throw like a rift in the like a junk rift and then it just spawns in fucking trucks and shit and it lands on you, bro. You guys remember that shit? That's literally a white hole. Instead of sucking shit, it and then just a bunch of bullshit just falls from the sky. But how does that shit spawn? They are predicted by general relativity as singular in the past, often theorized to form from the quantum rebound of a black hole. You think their existence is tied to the black hole existing then? Dude, even black holes are trippy as fuck because you just go in there and then it just freaking... Hold up, let me go pee. Let me go pee. Guys, I really want to continue this conversation. Let me go pee real quick. I'm getting really excited. Oh, hold up. It's like really late at night. So late that it's like early in the morning that my mom woke up. Let me go like say what's up. Yo, hello? You know what I was thinking of? If you have these theories of like, you know, like these scientists that are like going missing whatever and they have like they're implying that they have like anti-gravity and fucking aliens and UFOs or whatever the fuck. Can I ask a question? Why is it only like the US that's like saying it? Like, is it just something special to like America or something? Like, how come there's no like, are there any like Chinese like scientists saying that they have anti-gravity and shit? Any like other countries? Why the aliens not going to China? Or maybe I missed it. Maybe they did go. What if it's just that's what kind of makes me feel like it's kind of like bullshit. Cause it's like, bro, like all the aliens just want to pull up to America and that's it. Like what? China keeps it on the hush. Americans loud, bro. You're supposed to keep it on the down low, bro. What the fuck? But like, I feel like if it wouldn't just be China either, wouldn't it just be like everywhere? Would that mean that everybody is like together in this keeping it secret thing? Is that really? I don't know. I kind of find that hard to believe. America owns a lot of these research groups, and all the nations work for them. I heard something about that. America, compared to China, has like double the amount of money that goes into like R&D, right? It's like 700, 800 billion or some shit that they put into R&D or something. So it's probably we probably have the most advanced like research and like advanced project shit. I think China is so much more advanced. You think like when it comes to like research and like military shit like that as well? There's probably so much that we don't even know probably. It's low-key probably like Cold War 2.0. It's probably like a new Cold War. See the California female? Yeah, I saw that. Pleaded guilty for being a Chinese spy. Bro, this shit is literally Metal Gear Solid. What if I'm a spy? It's kind of crazy. It's like it low-key kind of is like a new like unspoken Cold War. Is that kind of like not good to say? That's kind of what it kind of seems like. Cause we have like the U.S. has spies in China as well. I remember reading something about how there's like 20 to 30 spies, like CIA agents in China that just all went fucking. They all just lost contact. So they got caught and everything, and like executed or something. They just lost contact with like 30 CIA spies in China. Just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, they got Eva, bro. Cold War never ended. Yeah, what if China does have like time travel and shit? Okay, you know what? Most believable to least believable military technology. Time travel, I don't know. But like some sort of like UFO type of technology, I think maybe. Just because it's UFO doesn't mean it's alien. A UFO could just be like super top secret military, super top secret like military shit, you know? Lockheed? Yeah. See, they probably have UFOs. Are UFOs even that crazy though? No. They're not even that crazy. I mean, it's just an unidentified like, it's just an unidentified like aerial fucking thing. It could just be any fucking top secret like thing. I think where it does get crazy is when you see the videos of how they move and shit. Doesn't that just imply there's some sort of like anti-gravity technology or some shit? Because how are they even moving like that? How are they even moving like that? I think that's the trippy thing. But I also feel like maybe it's even like psychological war too. I feel like what if the US is just pointing shit out like this as like a bluff to show like its adversaries like, yeah, look at this technology that we got and you don't got. Look how advanced and fucking crazy it is. But what if it's just not even real? What if it's just like to bluff and be like, yeah, like look how advanced our military advanced systems are compared to yours. I feel like that is super likely to, like, for the public it's like, oh my god, aliens. But like it could also just be like a message to China to be like, oh, you know, look at this super advanced shit that you don't have. Don't fuck with us. That's why I say it's like the art of war. Art of war. Appear strong when you're weak and appear weak when you're strong. No, aliens, no, yeah, for sure. Aliens exist for sure, I feel like. But have we been in contact with aliens and we have alien corpses in Area 51 that have like we're trying to reverse engineer their UFOs? I don't know. A part of me that's like super like wants to be excited about that idea, doesn't want to rule it out 100%. But I don't know. Probably not. But like the idea is so cool that's like I kind of want to believe it. It's like, dude. Like I low-key kind of believe it in like a sectioned off part of my brain that wants to believe in like the fiction of it, and then you know, it's just real life me walking on the sidewalk just like, yeah, that shit does not exist. China already made the new B2 bomber, whatever it's called. What is that one? Bro, don't they have the swarm from like Black Ops 2? Don't they literally have the swarm? Where it's just a bunch of fucking drones. Like a shit ton of drones. They have like little like... Bro, what is pleb? I've heard that, but that is such like an old thing. Dude. Okay. But do you guys know the theoretics of a hypothetical anti-gravity device? What you guys know about that? Can you guys educate me on that if you guys know? Cause like, okay, I get the time travel shit. I get the black hole shit, going to the future. Technically, you're not going to the future, but time is moving slower for you. So that's kind of like going to the future if you just chill there for long enough. What is the anti-gravity shit though? Because of all the researchers that have gone missing and shit that are talking about anti-gravity. We don't even know why gravity exists or how it works exactly. Yeah, it's kind of just like a shit that just exists. Right? It's more just like a rule. It's like the game server. Like, you know, the game server, like it's like that's just how the game is coded, bro. You know? We could explain how it's like why, like it's like you don't know why, but it's just like this is how it is. You should abandon all life with the 40 miles, thank you. Holy shit, thanks.
Abandon_all_life just subscribed.
Dude.
Hey JBOY, been a while since I've been in here, hope all is well, man.
Everything's good, bro. Thank you so much for the 40 months. Welcome back, bro. Gravity is the curvature of the space-time due to mass and energy bending the space-time fabric. So it's like low-key like the rule book of the universe. It's like the game server. And these are like the rules of the server that you can't change. Well, is it possible to hack the server and be able to manipulate that? Dimensions? You think these super advanced government agencies are tapped into alternate dimensions? Cause bro, Привет, what's up, Jatuno? Basically, your mama's so fat it pulls stuff. Dude, what the heck? But what is the ultimate dimensions though? What do the ultimate dimensions do? 3D and 4D? If we could use 4D, walls and roofs would be useless. What the fuck? But how would that even, like, exist in reality? 4D is space-time? What is space-time? Time the fourth dimension? Wait, if time is fourth dimension, wouldn't time be able to be in any dimension, making 2D, 3D? Universal server clock. Einstein general relativity. I mean, I've seen the Neil deGrasse Tyson videos where he talks about X, Y, and Z coordinates and also time, making that like a 4D, fourth dimension. Time is the fourth dimension. But if you live in a two-dimensional world, Wouldn't time also apply to that as well, making that a 3D? So time could be added to any dimension then, no matter what. If it's just a regular plane and a dot on there, you could also have the time on there as well. Making a 1D. Wait, what is 1D? Is 1D just a flat plane? Or is that 2D? No, that's 2D because it's X and Y. 1D is just a line. 1D would just literally be a line and moving side to side on that line. But if you have 1D with time, that's 2D. So technically 1D could be 2D if you add time to it. 1D in your mouth, dude, what the freak? Like how a square has a length and width, the geometric description of the universe is 4-dimensional. Like a square has a length and width, the geometric description of the universe is 4-dimensional. You had me in the first half and then you lost me. The calzone I was making? No. Is this... It was raw dough. Wait, are you just telling me just to tell me? Are you telling me just to tell me, or am I supposed to try and like connect this to like the dimension topic? Because I'm trying to think really hard right now if this is... W calzone. Oh, you're just telling me. Dude, I was like trying to connect it. I'm like, how does this... How does this connect to the 5th dimension? What the fuck? Wait, what is 0D? Wait! Guys! A 0D is just a point. It's just a point in time. No, it can't be. So if 2D is just a plane, just X and Y, 1D is a line that you can move across the line, 0D is just a point that you can't move anywhere. But in order for it to be a point, there would have to be a plane to put that point on, so that can't exist. So wouldn't a point still be 1D? That just doesn't have enough thing? A single point with no length, width, or height. But it has to be on a I don't know. It has to be on a map though, no? Where do you even put the point if there's nowhere to put the point? Where does that point exist? We know of that point because we are higher dimensional beings. Okay. No, here's the thing that I don't understand though. You're saying that if there's 4-dimensional beings, aka like interdimensional aliens, aka like a higher dimensional being, that if they were to be able to fucking react with our reality, like if they were able to like react with our reality, they would be able to go through like walls and shit, whatever, right? They can and could. How come, okay, here's my question. How come us as 3-dimensional beings can't do that to hypothetical 2-dimensional beings? Or can we? Because we can, but where are they? And do? What are the 2-dimensional beings? Look at a 2D plane. You can see the inside square. No, but I'm talking at like... So a 4-dimensional being would be able to... Like... play with us we are also like sentient beings inside of a three-dimensional space so that a 4D being could see us. How come we as three-dimensional beings can't see sentient two-dimensional beings? Do they even exist? A point can be in 2D or 3D depending if it's a line or on a plane, but if it's on nothing, it's in infinity, just how a line with no point is infinite unless unlimited by a plane. It's like a drawing on paper. So 2D beings don't exist. SpongeBob, Stewie, Homer, they are all 2D. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Like I understand that they're 2D. But they're not 2D like sentient beings. They're just drawings. We're beings actually in our reality that are like they are real. They are sentient beings. That's what we're not getting, guys. They are sentient beings in their reality. Bro, SpongeBob is a real being in his reality that we create, meaning that we are real beings in the reality that the 4D aliens create for us. They are God. Bro, they create the reality that we live, while we create the reality. We are fucking SpongeBob, bro. That's bad. They watch me jerk off. They watch everybody jerk off. Think about it, bro. What makes SpongeBob not a sentient being? He is a sentient being. SpongeBob is real. No, actually think about this, guys. Dude, actually think about this. I'm being for real. I'm not joking. SpongeBob exists and he experiences his feelings, his life, his emotions as we create it and we observe it. And we don't understand that he's not real. We don't understand that he's real. We think he's not real. He's just a creation. But wouldn't a 4D dimensional being look at us the same way? That we're just some sort of just like drawing on a paper. That we're not actual. Bro, SpongeBob is real. We are the gods. We are the gods of SpongeBob. We share the same universe? But they're in the higher. Yeah, but SpongeBob shares the same universe as us too. But we just live in they live in a small contained pocket of our universe. Yeah, it's contained. Oh, get a phone call. Hello, guys. SpongeBob, Bob has his own universe contained in ours. That's what I'm saying. Just how like our universe is contained in the 4D dimension, in the 4D universe as well. We're probably a small little pocket. It's like, you know, like the Russian dolls, where it's like an egg inside of an egg inside of an egg. It isn't the same as ours? How do you know? There's no way to know the extent of the higher universe. He doesn't have gravity, that's the laws. Oh, he doesn't have the laws. Whoa. Two D. You think SpongeBob has figured all this out? I don't know. But what makes us different from SpongeBob? And I'm being so dead ass. What makes us different from SpongeBob? Okay, so like SpongeBob's universe has different laws and stuff, right? I understand that. But what makes us sentient, aware beings and SpongeBob not? You know, there's the same chance that we're in someone else's universe and they created us just like the Bob. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm also saying that like we believe that we're sentient and we're conscious and everything. And SpongeBob somehow isn't? I'm being for real. Why is SpongeBob not conscious? He is conscious up until the awareness that he's able to be conscious about. That's the thing. He is conscious. But only conscious... He's only conscious about what he is able to experience. And what he's able to be conscious about. He's real. He doesn't have consciousness? Why not? He's a puppet of what we command. But what if we're in the same boat? That's what I'm trying to say. What if we're in the same boat as the higher dimensional beings that control our... Because we put the limit so SpongeBob doesn't come to life and destroy the Earth. What I'm trying to say is us as higher dimensional beings of SpongeBob, we control SpongeBob, you know? We write the shows, you know, there's a creator, blah blah blah, whatever. We create that reality of SpongeBob. SpongeBob, conceptually, as the character SpongeBob, him as a concept, okay, not him like actually like SpongeBob, like the concept of SpongeBob, the idea of SpongeBob living in this reality that we have made for him. He experiences sadness, he experiences pain, he experiences love, and he experiences friendship. He goes to work. That is his reality that he is conscious of in that universe. Even if it's just a conceptual universe. That is the extent of what this fictional character is being able to conceive in his reality conceptually. And to us it's just like, oh, you know, we create this dude's reality, like he's not real, it's just fucking SpongeBob. Whatever the fuck, you know? But you know what I mean, he's experiencing that. Is that any different from what we're doing in our reality? Okay, SpongeBob is not aware of what we do because that's just like he's in his little reality of whatever. Just like how we're not aware of what the fucking fourth dimensional beings are doing, whatever. Because we're living in our own reality. So if we create SpongeBob, do the 4D dimensional beings create us? Like a simulation. What do you guys think? 40 can come to 3D, but we can't go to the Bob. No, we can go to the Bob. We can go to the Bob, but just not as, bro. We can go to the Bob, but we could only go to SpongeBob in a way where we're able to lower our dimensional display to be able to fit into his reality. Like you had to put yourself into the rules of that universe to be able to present yourself in that universe. You know what I mean? So a four-dimensional being can't just come into our reality and be like, yo, like, you know, like they had, if we want to see them, if we want to perceive them as beings in our reality, they have to water ourselves. We created his universe, yeah, but we could still go into it in a way where he could experience meeting us. Think about it. Like, you know how they have like those those little gags or like fourth wall breaks or like SpongeBob, and then they have like a real person in the thing. It's like, or whatever. Like, you remember like when he was riding on top of that lifeguard? Like, it's satirical, and it's like, you know, it's just like a little gag for us. It's like a fourth wall break. But to SpongeBob, he actually met a human being. It's kind of like when Kojima put himself inside of Metal Gear Solid. We can't break laws, but we can't break, yeah, we can't break laws, but we broke the laws of the reality that we control to do that. But we can't break the laws of the reality that we live in to do that. But I'm saying a four-dimensional being could break the laws to go into our reality. We didn't? What do you mean? We could put a pseudo-universe. What's a pseudo-universe? Yeah, we can't leave our universe. So yeah, you're right. We didn't actually go into SpongeBob, but we could affect SpongeBob reality to like, well, my mom's calling me. She's gonna tell me to be quiet. Hold up, I gotta take out some beef from the fridge so that it could defrost. though. Guys, speaking of consciousness, what even is consciousness? How can you guys prove to me that you're conscious? I'm actually thinking about it. Being able to feel things. The quantum researcher who did a paper. No, what even is quantum shit? What does quantum mean? The ability to know our own existence? Okay, so you know that you're conscious, right? Am I conscious? Yes. According to this definition. Quantum means like really small. What can you do with that? That's like Ant-Man type shit. Small tiny things going through things that the universe controls. Going through things that the universe controls. So what type of cool shit is in that? Consciousness is coded by qubits? What is that? And how is it coded? A Boole theory? What does that mean? Run through a wall. Qubits? It's a bad theory. I didn't know if it's a bad theory. It's a state of being awake, aware of one's surroundings, and experiencing sensations, thoughts, and emotions. So are animals conscious? Animals are conscious. Are trees conscious? Why are trees not conscious? To be awake, aware of one's surroundings, and experiencing sensations. Consciousness is impossible to its subjective internal nature. Yeah, you see, this is what I mean. It's like, does consciousness even exist? Or are we just freaking... Alright, you guys are gonna have to help me read this shit, because I'm not gonna know how to... The qubit theory. Consciousness from entangled qubits. How does the brain generate consciousness? Present papers attempt to answer this question from the perspective of the qubit theory. Some of the theory argues that the brain has a prior belief about the stimulus that has caused a sensory representation. The brain becomes more certain about the stimulus. Consciousness is nothing but a special kind of entangled information. It cannot be measured by a third party. You see, this is what I mean. So, there's no way for me to even know if you guys are conscious. The only reason I believe you guys are conscious is because I'm a human being like you guys, and I'm experiencing my reality, and I think I'm conscious. I'm conscious. So my only thing would just to assume that you guys are also conscious, and that's the only metric. However, here's the thing that think about is if AI gets smart enough, advanced enough, I'm talking like way in the future, and you're able to have like a AI be inside of like a a a synthetic body that is indistinguishable from like another human being, that is able to basically just replicate being a human being, would that low-key, that would low-key just be, we would just make human beings. They would be indistinguishable from human beings. And I think the idea of consciousness, the reason why it wraps our head is because, like I said, I'm a human, you're a human, I'm conscious, so I just assume you're conscious. However, we're seeing the birth of AI. So when AI comes from being like underdeveloped to becoming super advanced, it's like you don't really believe it's conscious, and then you're not going to know where to pinpoint, wait, does this qualify as a conscious being or not? And if it doesn't, yet it's able to replicate a human being, what makes it different from another human being? And it's like you can't really prove that the human being itself is conscious. The way AI works is because of how the human brain works. You should watch Ex Machina? Oh, I have. Bro, I watched that multiple times. That shit's crazy. They will literally be able to experience emotions beyond human. How is that gonna be? I have a homie who, what? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Yo, what's up, Con? What's going on, bro? The human being is limited by its vessel? I'm AI with the braids? What does that mean? If it was just a brain, it would be insane. This is AKA AI. Without its body. You're right. But that would mean that the AI would basically, the AI's body would basically not even be a body, but basically be like whatever it can control by being an AI. Whether that's using its intelligence, whatever. An AI could basically yeah. Because we're so stuck up on what an AI could do if it were in a human body like us, because we're stuck up on wanting to make another version of a human. When the AI is just like, bro, I'm just gonna use fucking information, data, the internet, like, whatever the fuck, to like sway public societies, like, consciousness towards whatever sort of political whatever the fuck, and be able to like, it could basically just it doesn't have to make a body to do whatever it wants. It could just use its insane like intelligence, whatever resources it has, and then it could just fucking do some like Skynet shit. It just depends what the AI wants to do, if it's autonomous to its own desire. The thing that I just don't know is that it doesn't even seem like AI is like autonomous to its own desire. It just seems like super duper advanced machinery that we have specifically designed to do certain things. Is it even capable of doing anything on its own without it being prompted to do something on its own? Have we seen anything like that? It's more just like a super advanced specialized machine to do what we ask of it. But does it even have the capability of its personal desire to do what it wants? All it could do is it runs on its own. What does it do when it runs on its own? We use biological empathy to bridge the gap because you have a brain and feel pain, and I have a brain like you. I assume your ouch feels like my ouch. Get stuck in figuring out problems. But why does it do that though? Like if you give AI like just no instruction, nothing at all, just boom, exist. What does it even do? And why would it even do what it's doing? Does that mean it has its own autonomy on its own decisions, making it conscious? Well, maybe that's not the criteria for being conscious, but does it have its own autonomy over its own decisions? Or is it just testing shit? Like a monkey on a typewriter or whatever. Let's give weapons to an AI robot and tell it to do whatever it wants. If you trained AI with the brain format on a god, it would replicate it. The brain's format on a god. So it's basically just replicating. Okay, but that's just it replicating what it's already known. Making the AI no different than like acting just on instinct of what it's just trained to do. So it's no different than just like an animal. And if you think about it, that's not really any different from us either as well. If you train it based off of, if you're training it on some, I think we should give it AI legal rights if it claims to be conscious, even if it can't prove it. I guess. Legal rights. This is crazy. Does anything like this even really exist yet, though? That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm not tapped into AI, but all I really know is like ChatGPT, and it just fucking you know, it's kind of just like a glorified Google search engine. Like you just, whatever, and you just, you know. What we consume is how we think. See, this is when we're gonna start getting like philosophical. Like, are we really what we are, or are we just a product of environment, which goes back to our environment, which goes back to our environment, the environment of our parents or people that preceded us, to the environment of the people that preceded them, and we create the material conditions. We create the material conditions that changes thought. That's the dialectical materialism. Material changes thought, and thought changes material reality, and the material reality changes your thought. Your material reality changes your thought. Hold up, let me allow this chat because it's shit. Have you heard of AI singularity? It's a hypothetical future point where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, leading to rapid, uncontrollable technological growth and fundamental, unpredictable changes to civilization, often predicted to occur around 2045-2050. This event involves AI entering a self-improvement loop, resulting in superintelligence. Yeah, I've heard of that. It's just like a, like an exponential rate of progress. There's two philosophies, like you're either born good or bad, or you are your surroundings. Yeah, I don't think you're good or bad right when you're born. That's like some Naruto shit. I mean, I feel like the obvious answer would just be like, we're just a product of our surroundings. No? The religious lens. The brain is split into multiple layers of way for working. One of them is how it works, and the other is how it behaves as a human. AI is the way it works without the way of a human. It just acts like a human because we are humans and it's all we know. I think the thing for me is it's hard for me to like imagine like an AI that's fully like self-autonomous, you know, on its decisions. And if it becomes self-autonomous, is it really? There is? They do it all the time? But like you said, they're just doing it off of like what they're trained to do though. You know what I mean? Like even if you don't prompt it, like even if you don't prompt it on anything, it's basically it's doing what it's trained on. To build NC, it would make like the Blame manga. I need to read that. Endlessly doing nothing. Here's the thing. I think like AI, people think AI, like I think AI could help humanity if like let's say like you prompt it to be like, okay, how can we get rid of like poverty, whatever, and like you know like give it like these specific like oh this that, and then like it'll like run simulations, it will like do different like economic like systems and shit, it will find out where to like redistribute this there, it would simulate whatever and would find the most like valuable outcome on how to perform the task that it was set out to do, which is you know how to whatever, and then it could do that. But let's just say the AI has the power to do that, but it's not prompted on anything. What would it even do? Like, let's say it has the ability to help humanity, but I think, yeah, nothing. That's what I mean. So it's not even autonomous on its own, because it has no reason to do anything. It just wouldn't do anything. Like if we train it to do something, or if you train it to act a certain way, or if you train it, yeah, we see it like that because we have our interest as humans, you know, to like alleviate human suffering, whatever the fuck. But if it doesn't have that bias, it would just be a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of power just doing nothing because AI is unbiased. There is no patterns that make AI. What's up, Lean Tears? Bro, joining on the conversation. But that's the thing. I feel like if it's unbiased, it's just not even gonna do anything, bro. It gets the bias. Yeah, exactly. So it's not even really like autonomous on its own. It's kind of like the Safari Guide when you watch like the lion like eat like a zebra or whatever. We're just sitting there watching it happen. I mean, it has the power to stop it, I guess, whatever, but it's just like, you know, if it has the power to do all that shit. What's up, Kumiya? it kind of, I think the AI is kind of just like, it's just a machine. A machine in the sense like literally a machine. You make a machine to kind of like do whatever the machine is meant to do. Say you have a machine at like McDonald's and it makes it easier to like cut the potatoes one by one to make fries. Instead you put it in this machine, it makes it easier and it does what it's supposed to do. It seems like AI is literally just that. It's literally just a machine. It's like no different than a machine. You program it to do a certain thing, whatever, train it on whatever to do whatever, and it does that thing. But I think the idea of an AI being fully like autonomous to do its own decisions, how the fuck would that even, where does that come from? That concept, like I'm talking like a AI that's doing its own decisions, not because it's trained on it, but because it's actually just wanting to do its own decisions. And then you think about it, are we even doing our own decisions, or are we just trained on what we're supposed to do in order to survive as human beings? Are we fully autonomous? Dude, now we're just getting hella philosophical in this shit. What even is autonomy? Or are we just going off an instinct of our environment and our surroundings? That's how the brain works. So we're low-key also just machine. But the thing is that we have the ideas of, well, okay, this is, are we even, is this even like, the thing is, we're not like you have the machine do fucking cut up potatoes at McDonald's or whatever. You have the ChatGPT model like help you code, like it's built for that. The human being, like right now we're like surviving and we have values like self-preservation, whatever, having offspring, you know, whatever. But is that autonomy, or is the even the idea of that like is the idea of like human self-preservation innate to being a human being, or are those qualities that we have gained from the human experience? Like what comes first? Does the does the does the does the primal urge to like have what is it? The primal urge to have self-preservation as survival, whatever, come first? Or is it something that we've learned from the human experience? And does that mean are we self-autonomous and we're doing that on our own? Or are these concepts just something that we've learned just through what do you mean human preservation? Like wanting to survive as a species. Wanting, oh my god, I've been up for so long that my fucking night mode turned off, bro. Holy shit. We got from our ancestors, and it's hard-coded into our brains. We have hidden suggestions in our brains from ancestors. So is this any different from like an AI model that's just been trained and trained and trained through different models and just kept on being trained and trained and trained? Has no need for evolution. But are we even evolving because we want to evolve, or are we just evolving because of the material conditions forcing us to evolve? And we just evolved just 'cause. Our brains want to live, so it adapts. I think we barely scraped the ceiling with free will due to our biology response to simulation. Dude, it's kind of crazy how this philosophical argument is. Hence why we don't off ourselves. Yeah, it's like that human fear of whatever, the fear of I don't know, dude. But what if even that itself is just this construct of society? That's just a bunch like hella training. Like, is that innate to our being, or is that something that's just been ingrained just through belief? Dude, I don't know. If we didn't have that, wouldn't value life? Well, yeah, of course. That's why we've survived for so long. But that also just shows that it's like we've just adapted to the most optimal the most optimal optimal way of the most optimal way of thinking, whatever. Because sometimes it feels like even that could just, because it's like like the belief, dude. I don't even know how to put this into words. So like, I don't know, bro. Because there's also like those cults. What's that one cult where they believe that the UFO passing, like a meteor passing by, was actually like aliens, and if they killed themselves, they would reincarnate onto the alien thing and leave Earth or whatever. And they had like a suicide pact and they killed themselves together. It was like a cult that did that. Heaven's Gate. That shit. That they had such a strong, I don't know. There was probably a bunch of like substance use there too that altered their state, their state of thinking as well. What do you think is peak of evolution? Immortality or complicated brain? The peak of evolution? I don't know. I'm actually thinking about, I think, like, we're not really, I don't know how to explain it. I think it kind of just seems that we're just animals trying to survive, you know? Kinda just seems like we're just animals trying to survive. Someone's probably, yeah, there's for sure people have already done that. Like trying to have deep fakes AI of like passed away relatives. Pico evolution is an advancement in medicine, a product of evolution that allows us to be immortal, maybe. Yeah. I think evolution is not only just like evolution is not only just like your physical like your physical body as a human evolving to environment, but it also is evolution in like technological advancements as well, in like medicine, evolution, and more optimal ways of transportation, ways to get from point A to point B, more optimal ways of like food distribution, optimal ways of just developing society as well. And it's like the trial and error. Like you burn your hand and now you know not to put your hand on the stove. And it's like, now put that on like a grand scheme of human society as well. It's like that's also evolution. Like, oh, the fucking we allowed the billionaire class to basically fucking destroy the entire fucking environment and shit. Hella people starving. It's like we need to evolve past this economic system to a more optimal economic system. That's also like a form of evolution as a human species, being able to evolve from, like, you know, that's also a form of evolution technically. Wow. More optimal medicine where you could lift the where you could lift. Yo, peace out, juicy juice. Where you could lift the average lifespan, the average age of mortality from like, I don't know, 60 to like 150. Also evolution in a way. I think we've hit a ceiling and need artificial intelligence. Nah, I think I disagree. I don't think we've hit a ceiling. I think there's so many more areas. I think there's so many more areas where humans could evolve, but we're just so held back because of just capitalism and our current economic system, that like it's held back so much progress. And I think even AI right now is not really out of like human necessity, but it's just out of like wanting to make a bunch of profit. That's literally the only reason AI kind of is existing right now, is so that it could like be able to lay off workers and then get hella crazy like profit margins because you don't need to pay workers anymore. The AI could just run 24/7. You don't need to pay the AI. If you could have fully autonomous, like fully, if you could have fully automated workers, then you're just gonna make so much money. But I don't think AI needs to even come in. Like I think people could like I think there is still room. I mean, there still is room, but it's just like I think there's probably so many advances we could do if it weren't for like capitalism, that it's held back like evolution. For example, like there's so many more optimal ways of transportation. There's so many more optimal ways of like, you know, fuel, safer, cleaner ways. And then that doesn't even go into like medical research as well, where it's like, cancer research, whatever. Like you guys always hear like, oh, when you find the cure of cancer, they fucking kill you because, the insurance, like they need fucking, they make money off of treating you. They make they make money off of treating you rather than actually curing you. So there's just a block there that's stopping evolution for the sake of making profit. However, I think the ability to evolve is still there, but I think a part of our evolution is having to overthrow that system. And it's like we're learning that right now. And I think once we go towards a system that's, for being the optimal human being, not the optimal human being, but like the optimal experience of living as a human being without the need for profit, then I think that's when the life expectancy will just fucking skyrocket. Transportation will be in fucking insane. We just need socialism, bro. That's like the evolution. I mean, that literally is the evolution of like class society itself. Because even class society is evolving as well. It's like a true evolution of because like us to be too bored. I don't know if that's true. Cause okay, I was talking about this with Yush, and we were basically talking about what happens if you live in like a hypothetical communist society where everything's with AI, where all the work is fucking like automated. You don't got shit to do all day because everything's automated. All of your needs are like distributed, everything. You got everything you need. You live in a universe of fucking abundance. What do you even do now? And it's like, I think there's gonna be, I don't think it takes away like the friction of humanity. No, I don't think we're gonna rot. I think we're gonna create new. No, I don't think life would be pointless either. I think it's just uncomprehendable because that's what our experience is now. But I think it creates a new like frontier. for humanity to strive towards. It's like if you're like on the fucking ground right now and your leg is broken because you got hit by a car, you're more worried about like, you know, patching up your leg and trying to get to the hospital and survive. But then once you actually do that, now you're free to like actually like I don't think we could adapt to that. I think we could, cause like if all your needs are met, I think it would just become evolution again, and what would rise from that is just okay, now the life expectancy is like 90 years old. How do we bump that to like 150, where the average human lives for like 150 years? Okay, our transportation is like whatever. How do we make our transportation even more optimal? How do we like go to new frontiers? How do we make a Dyson sphere around the sun? Like, I think it would just create new frontiers for humanity to try and like accomplish. I don't think it would just become like rot. I think the reason why we rot now, I think is more than likely the reason why we think we would rot if all of our needs are met is because of that's what we do in a capitalist society where everything is meant to extract profit from you, extract attention from you. You know, you need TikTok because it's a never-ending uh way of like having your attention, showing you ads, whatever. Everything is meant to suck out your time. But I think the idea of just rotting or whatever, it's gonna be I think that lifestyle goes away if we were to become a more optimal evolved society that goes past the profit motive. I think things would be more like you said, we're a product of our environment. And right now our environment is fucking hella processed food. Um you're drained every week from work. You have a bunch of like junk and short form content and dopamine that could just drown you out. Then of course when you have free time you're just gonna rot because everything in your environment is is directing you to become like bed rotting, you know, when you have free time. But I think we're imagining what a hypothetical society would be if all of your needs were met and everything were automated. If it were to happen like snap your fingers like right now. Snap your fingers right now, then yes, I think we would low-key be just sitting here rotting and shit. We would like low-key enjoy just finally just be like, okay, I could just sit here and rot, whatever. But I think that lifestyle is also kind of just like a product of I think it's also just a product of our society right now is people want power if it's all equal, it will be fucked. I think that is also this is where you get into I don't know. I think that is also just a product of our environment. We never are, but playing with J-Boy's idea, we could grow completely complacent. Sure, there's no worry of the food, no need for job. You need for money, but the genuine human connection activities that we do to keep ourselves sane is replaced with AI doing the work for us and leave us to be meaningless. See, I don't think this is true because it's like I think there would just be different areas of where humans do the shit that they want to do. I think it would just be different areas for humans to go into different fields that they actually want to go in. And I think that's it. it's just the homework is the homework is being done for people that, like, for example, there's probably so many people that would be like amazing, fucking like the next Michael Jackson, like levels of like art, but they can't because I don't know, they're born into somewhere where it's just like, you know, they're forced into fucking whatever, you know. There's probably like a fucking there's probably like a fucking a bunch of LeBron James level of like talent around the world that is just untapped because you know what I mean? I think there's just gonna be I think if you get like I think if it becomes automated, I think humans will just have the autonomy to do the actual activities that they want to do. You know, I don't think it makes your life meaningless now that work is automated. I think it actually low-key gives it more autonomy to do what you actually want, giving it more meaning within itself. People strive for change, and we get to live in a world where we're left with no choice, and the world is made of when it's complacent compared to a better person. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think it's gonna be stagnant because of that. I personally think that if things were if things like that were automated, I don't think it stagnates. I think it just becomes like I think people I think we just go to new frontiers. I think this is where we just disagree. I think but it come around and you start automating stuff you actually love to do. It's an endless cycle. I think even then that doesn't take away your ability to do it. You know what I mean? I think if we're talking about like optimizing whatever, you will get bored though. What do you mean? I think it just opens up a new level. I don't I don't think we would get bored. I don't think humanity would get bored. Do the same thing for your whole life? What do you mean? That's literally what people are doing right now as we speak. Like that's literally the life that people live right now. That we all live. What I'm saying is if it were all automated, I think we would see a lot more put into like things like art. For example, we'd probably see like so many fucking like different forms of art. And I think we would see more advancements in like science as well and technology. I'm talking like automation as in like getting the automation done to maintain the necessities of our human life and human society. I don't mean like taking away your autonomy to do the things that you want to do. I don't think I think it's the other way. What's up, Mirai? I think it's the other way around. Like I said, I think if people's if that burden of like work and everything is gone, I don't think it makes you gone from all meaning. I think there's just a new frontier that comes out of that because I think it's just I think there will be like new things to do. to unlock that of doing research and exploring. And I think it could still do that. And it would just be like scientists using that as a way to help them do the research, whatever. But I think then humanity would just strive for new fucking frontiers to break through, new levels to break, you know? I think, what's up, 4BV? Like, what I think is, like, if all that were to be done, humans collectively would have a new frontier. Like, how can we get the entire globe's population to, like, increase the average lifespan to 150 years old? To 200 years old. Like, it sounds crazy, but it's like, now you're not bogged down by, like, getting all your shit, I see your point. It will leave endless ways to be yourself, and it gets rid of the worry of basic survival. At the same time, when you strip those basics, you're kind of just left with people fully involved in drama influencers and getting invested. Okay, you see, this is what I mean. I think you're still thinking about the culture. You're still thinking of the culture as of right now in like a capitalist society, and the culture that comes with it. And I think that type of culture would change as well. Because I think even all those are deeply rooted in like capitalism, social status, etc. Like all that shit. I think it's kind of hard to like comprehend what the culture would be like by that time, where if things were to be super like automated and shit like that. I think but I feel like the abundance of resources will just make people spineless and just raw all day. You see, this is what I mean. I think that is just part of the culture right now in like capitalist society. I think we're trying to imagine like the average person right now living in like a world of abundance like that, but I think I don't know, I feel like that's also part of like the current environment. You're saying it's more like socialism without the struggle, so like the hunt to be better would be gone, and we would be content with our needs being met with possibilities we have. I mean, it's almost like an extension of that, because a big part of socialism is optimizing society with the desires of like the population in mind as well. Even without automation, it would be kind of like workers how do we make a better working conditions, etc. That would just turn into also just kind of like automation, making like the experience better for workers collectively, automating certain boring parts of the job, so that it makes it easier, on top of also lowering the amount of time at work, while also like optimizing, like still getting the benefits, etc. I think socialism will literally bring forth that society anyways. You know what I mean? This is like, that's like the goal It's like to bring out better working conditions, but also reducing the amount of work needed to be done, because it's not for profit. It's for optimizing the experience for humanity. Like, what makes it better to just have a more, you know what I mean? So I think even if we were to say without AI, socialism would literally bring forth that type of, at least I think, like, I don't know. It seems like I feel like socialism would just bring forth that type of society anyways. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it just bring, I feel like it would literally just, it would automate itself. It's interesting to see both sides because it comes down to what your core philosophical view of people are. There's views that people have no faith in what people become on their own and having hope in that and what humanity can do for the better. What's up, Crip? Having no faith in what people on their own and having hope in what humanity can do for the better. You see, I think also I think it all comes down to like the environment that we're in. You know what I mean? I feel like environment plays a huge part, because if you're growing up in a society of like scarcity, whatever, you know, I think that's where people become like greedy, because your greed is kind of like based on your survival. Like your survival is kind of like you have to kind of like, you know, it's like the evolution. But if you're like, you have like abundance and everything, a society that is based around that isn't like a dog eat world, I think the culture around that changes, and I think humans like behaviors will change too. There's a huge group of people, they hate AI. What do they do? What do you mean? What do they do? They won't comply with the way this is being ran. I think this is again like a product of environment, because the way AI is being implemented in a capitalist society is like super harmful to the working class, and I think as a result, that's why people are anti-AI, because they see that AI is replacing people's jobs. They see that AI is making art where artists are the ones that want to make art, and they see that this shit is replacing their jobs and shit. They see that they have these big ass data centers and they're fucking destroying the environment and they're destroying the community, whatever. And that's why people don't like AI. It's the way it's implemented. It's like the way it's going on about, because it's being made for the profit of the capitalist class. Is it inherently bad? Yeah, that's the thing. It's not it's not inherently bad though. It's more of like the reaction to that shit happening, and I think yeah, that's what I mean. It's more just like a tool. It's more just like a tool, and it's like it's not in the hands of the workers. It's in the hands of the capitalist class. They're using AI skyrocket their profits, and they're using it to surveil the working class, so that they don't revolt and they don't dissent from the government, whatever. It's kind of like it's kind of just like a tool. However, think about it like this: if we lived in a socialist society and then AI came into existence, I feel like we would be all fucking loving AI. Like, I think the stance right now is very anti-AI, hate AI, but like think about like hypothetically, if if you lived in a hypothetical like socialist society where instead of being for profit, it's for the people and the people's well-being, dude, I think everybody would be hype as fuck for AI. But it just wouldn't be it would not be implemented the same way we see it now. I think we see it now and it's like, okay, like that shit is like kind of like really fucking lame. But think about it like AI, where people are the economy is like for the people, etc. And you see like instead of having to work 40-hour work weeks, you start working 30-hour work weeks and you're getting paid the same, and your standard of living is going up, and it's the AI that's basically like helping you do that, and you're like, wow, this shit is lit. It's relieving the workload off of the working class, and then you see the work week go down to fucking 20 hours a week, and you're like, wow, like this AI shit is pretty fucking dope. You know, if it's used in service of the working class, that would be fire. Done right, and regulations replace and use renewable energy resources that don't kill the planet. Yeah, exactly. It's just that they don't give a fuck about that because it's not profitable to give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? It's literally not even profitable to even care about the environment. So that's why they're just putting hella data centers in fucking random places, and they use all this shit, and it's destroying communities that it's next to. It's like, yeah, bro, what the fuck? The hate for AI is the lower middle bracket of wealth being scared of their futures, like art or example. No, it's not only just art. I think art is the loud one right now because you see it happening, like you see all the bullshit being shit out. But there's so many jobs right now that are like vulnerable to AI as well. Just that we thought that AI would take over like physical labor jobs first, but in reality, like it's like the opposite. Like you would think that AI would take over like the physical work, leaving humanity to do the art, but it's literally the opposite. Like it started doing the art, like taking over the art first and just generating bullshit. And it's like, if it's gonna take any job last, it's gonna be like fucking construction or some shit like that, you know? But like, and also like the communities, like the data centers and all that shit, and like they're just right next to like towns, and they're taking all the water and shit. Like they have no water, the water just looks like fucking dirt. Shit like that. And then I don't know, like my dad was a truck driver. Dude, like how much longer is that gonna still be like a job, you know? Because you already see like the fucking self-driving trucks and shit like that. Like, known minority majority towns. That's crazy. That's insane. He hires new grads based on if they use AI. And now that shit's even used in like the military, like Palantir. You see it being used everywhere. And as you can see, it's used to like cut corners, to be able to just optimize. Like it still is optimizing, but instead of optimizing like the human experience, it's optimizing like how much profit like is being made for the people that own it. You know what I mean? It's optimizing how much money will be made. And you think about it, it's probably gonna get so much worse before anything gets better. I don't want to be doomer or anything, but it's probably gonna get worse before it gets better. Like way worse. The optimized world, it will solve war, and what about the privacy aspect of it? Well, it seems like war is kind of just like an extension of politics. War is just the extension of politics, and it won't get better if we don't do exactly true. If we don't do anything about it. But I think war is about resources. Resources is for profit. Because the oil is for profit. What was I gonna say? Things will get worse before they get better, but we had to do something. Is it wrong to think that people won't do anything about it though until it starts to get bad enough? Is that low-key kind of like... I'm not trying to sound like accelerationist, but it's just like... Do people... But the thing is though is that... We're so propagandists have a bystander effect. So that we don't care unless it affects us. Exactly. But the thing that's crazy too is that even in the US imperial core, the working class is also divided into like, it almost feels like we're divided into like lower class, upper middle class, whatever. So it's like if it does start to affect like the domestic population, it's like affecting only a group, where the other group could feel like, oh, that's got nothing to do with me, you know, whatever. And that's why racism benefits capitalism so much as well. if you're able to like have the working class be divided and like against each other and shit. Capitalism literally benefits off of racism. Rich people are so dumb because they're literally stripping their own future and their kids' lives of meaning just for money. Yeah, bro, you think about it like I low-key like fucking overestimated like thinking like, okay, well, people in power at least gotta have some sort of like, no, bro, they literally don't really give a fuck about what happens after they die. It's just about how much fucking money they could make and how much power they could have before they die. Cause think about it in their heads, like they don't really give a fuck about what happens after they die. It's like they don't care what happens after they die. And you think about it like if you think about it, isn't that like the most fucking pussy like way to be like ideologically? Like you're just draining everything. You're just draining, but like also like it's the most pussy way to be ideologically because it also just like I feel like it just stems from like the fear of like the fear of death as well and everything like that and the fear of losing everything they have that they just take everything and that's why you see all these billionaires trying to research like how to be fucking immortal and whatever the fuck is because they are deeply fucking scared. It's actually crazy. But the thing is that nobody is gonna, if we win, nobody is gonna remember them as, like, they're not gonna be remembered they're not gonna be remembered as, anything that has ever brought value to society. No, but they're not even gonna be, the people that are gonna be remembered as something of value to society are the people that helped bring forth, bring forth that. Like, think about like the legacy that they're leaving behind, and their legacy is just fucking taking and taking and taking, taking and taking, and like that's what your legacy is gonna be known for. You know, that's what you're gonna. It's just like the most pussy ideology, bro. Like what? This greed. It's crazy. Like, dude, my sleep is. And here's another thought. And this kind of goes back about like this is the thing that kind of scares me is like if if under capitalism your work is being replaced by AI, you're being replaced by AI and everything, right? This is gonna give them so much money in the short term, since they have no need to like pay workers or anything because their workers are robots, right? We all know it's for profit. They're gonna make so much money. But if people are out of jobs and if people don't have money because they don't have jobs because their jobs got replaced by AI, my question has always been, and I think I found the answer. My question has always been, who's even gonna buy this shit? Who's even gonna buy the things that the AI is making for these companies for them to even um it's like a paradox. And you would think that it falls behind on itself, but I read somewhere that in reality there's a certain percentage of like the upper class or like a certain percentage of consumers, and it's like huge percent. I forgot what it was. Okay, this is where I read this. The top 10% of earners by income account for nearly half of all consumer spending. So it's only the top 10% of earners. They account for 49.7% of all consumer spending. While the bottom 80% of earners spend only enough to keep pace with inflation. So I think that's kind of like my answer, because my question was always, if workers are replaced by AI, my thing was, if everyone's replaced, who's even going to spend money into the economy for them to even make all this profit? But then when you see that only 10% of the top earners account for half of all consumer spending, all you really become is, and here's another thing too, your labor is kind of like what gives you power. Being able to strike, being able to withhold your labor collectively is kind of like what gives you as a worker like power. You're able to like hold the economy hostage. That's why like I like, because my dad is a truck driver. He told me stories of like truck drivers that he knew that tried to like unionize a long time ago, and they all like got arrested trying to unionize truck drivers. Because the thing about truck drivers is that if truck drivers were to like have a lot of people collectively organize, and if truck drivers were to be able to go on strike, they could just hold the fucking US economy like hostage. If truck drivers went on strike, do you know what that, bro, like that would like there would just be riots, like bro, everything needs to be delivered. And just like imagine like if like the lifeline of the whole country just stopped for like 3 days, bro, the country would be in fucking the country would be in fucking chaos if, and that's just truck drivers alone. Just that's just one type of work. And if that's your power as a worker, is being able to withhold your work collectively if you were to organize and unionize. Like that's why like there's like this Starbucks I read that like they tried unionizing and it's illegal to like union bust, but they still fucking do it anyways because they lobby the government. But I read it, I didn't find if it was Starbucks, but they would rather just shut down the entire Starbucks location than let them unionize because of like basically like the power that they hold as workers. Now, if your work gets automated and they take that away from you, you have no leverage over the capitalist class whatsoever. There is no leverage for you to have over the capitalist class. If your work gets like under capitalism and your work gets taken away from you, you're gonna have, there's no leverage. That's all. And but the thing is that they're pre-firing that. Of course they're already pre-firing that. And I think before it gets to that point, if you look up NSPM 7, that shit where anything that's anti-capitalist, anti-American, you're deemed as a domestic terrorist or whatever, they're just gonna start throwing hella people into concentration camps. That's the only conclusion you could really come to. It sounds fucking scary as fuck, but like they don't need your labor anymore at that point. And it's already just the super wealthy class that makes up most of spending in the consumer spending. Mostly everyone else is just going to become just cattle. There is no leverage that we have. As workers, because you're not a worker anymore, bro. That shit is gone. That shit is taken from you. What are you? What type of... Stop having kids so they won't have more slaves to control. But at that point, it's like they won't even need slaves anymore, because they just have... It would just be wealthy families that just get all of like the fucking benefit of... There would really like it would probably be like concentration camps and enslavement for the time being, but if they just get to the point where they could even just automate that, all you really pose in this dynamic is just a potential threat. I don't even want to fucking think about it, dude. I don't even want to think about it, because like the what it would come to is just fucking... I gotta go to bed, bro. I gotta go to bed. That shit is like the scariest shit ever. And Look at the mass population, bro. We hella everyone hella distracted. Everyone focus on fucking clavicular or whatever the fuck. We're being brain rotted by everything TikTok. This shit's gonna hit like a truck, dude. And it's like, we're all disorganized. We're still separated. People are still being duped by like fucking the Democrats and shit. Like, I don't know. I'll go live in the woods, bro. Palantir fucking NSA satellite's gonna come find your ass, bro. They're gonna track you with heartbeat monitors, bro. What's up, Mormon?
Hey dude, are you out there getting coverage? Cause sales are dipping a little bit. The more coverage you get, the better our sales will be. I'm just saying. Do whatever you want, but you know.
Yeah. Bro, you know what ideology threatens their source of power when they're both calling each other communists, bro. Biden's a communist, no Trump's a communist. Yeah, it's just about using the word communist in like a negative connotation. Just ingraining that in the population's head so that they don't seek that as like an alternative. It's just the Red Scare shit. That's literally what it is. And it's actually worked so well, bro, because people, you hear the word communist and it's instantly with the it's instantly like a negative connotation. Red exclamation mark. Ultra slash race slash sexual war rather than a class war. Yeah, exactly. 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 That's why it's crazy when you look into like the Black Panther Party and when they were planning to like do the Rainbow Coalition and like unite with other groups and shit. Like the Brown Berets and stuff like that. Pretty sure the FBI director at the time literally, like, this was during the Cold War with the Soviet Union. They literally said that the Black Panther Party was more of a threat to national security than the Soviet Union. While they're at, like, because that's what they were fighting for. They were fighting to overthrow capitalism, and they were fighting to, they were uniting everybody. And they literally assassinated Fred Hampton in his sleep when he was like 20 years old, 21 years old. And they literally assassinated him. Alright, but my sleep schedule is fucking fried though. Is it time to go back to bed? Because I think it's time to go back to bed. Gotta stay up all day to fix it. Shout out Dolly with the 35 months! Thank you! Holy shit. Alright guys.
Dolly just subbed with Prime.
Impending doom. It's okay, I see light at the end. Alright, good night guys. Love you guys, see you guys later. Good night. I mean fucking good morning, bro. It's 7 in the morning. And yeah, alright, peace out guys, bye.